This is a wrap-up of March Mystery Madness 2020. The first time I took part in March Mystery Madness. I think it went well. I read a total of 3 books. The Big Four by Agatha Christie, Pulp by Charles Bukowski, and The Man Who Went Up in Smoke by Stuart and Walou. I still don't know how to pronounce that. The rest, I'm quite enjoying Death of a Witch by MC Beaton. I don't know, it's a bit touristy Scottish, but it made me smile. I quite like it. I'm still reading Arrowwood by Laura McHugh. I'd say it's the most emotional of the books that I have for March Mystery Madness. And I'm still reading, really just started, Mr. Nobody by Catherine Steadman. I'm on page 50. But it's a library book, but all the libraries are closed until possibly June, but I think maybe longer. So I'm going to keep reading these. I think I'll keep reading The Big Sleep by Raymond Chandler, although I just couldn't really get into it. It's not quite as accessible as Pulp from Charles Bukowski. Quite sort of similar in that noir tone, although Pulp is a bit easier, maybe a bit simpler. The rest, Copycat by Jake Woodhouse, 5 by Ursula P. Archer, and The Hangman's Hold by Michael Wood. I think I might DNF these, although 5 I own, so I might continue on with it. My favourite book was The Big Four by Agatha Christie. It's Hercule Poirot, but it's like Hercule Poirot sort of James Bond, because the Big Four are this secret criminal organisation who have their headquarters in the Dolomites. I don't know if that's like the Alps, but it's a mountainous headquarters, mountainous secret headquarters. That's James Bond. And the Big Four are sort of like the 1%. They've got masses of riches, and they're highly intelligent. They've got their agents all spread out trying to foil and threaten Hercule Poirot and his friend Hastings. Really enjoyable, but it's quite different from Death on the Nile and Murder on the Orient Express. Pulp by Charles Bukowski, I'm not too sure about. I thought there was quite a bit of repetition. Bits of it are kind of wild with the space alien. There's constant characters' indestructibility kind of annoying me. Well written though, and I don't know, kind of a wild read, I thought. The Man Who Went Up in Smoke, I thought, I don't know, I thought it was rather average. Quite interesting how it turned out with the journalist. He wasn't quite the honourable hero type. Well written, I think, but sort of towards the end I sort of trailed off, lost interest. But I'm definitely glad that I did that. A reading challenge is definitely a way to get out of your comfort zone, and I think on the whole I quite enjoyed it. The reason that I didn't read so many, I know the culprit, and the culprit is this computer game. This is a Nintendo DS game, Age of Empires, the Age of Kings, based off of a PC game. And I say, I think it's called turn-based strategy. You take a turn. It's sort of like a very elaborate game of chess. You command Richard the Lionheart's army, or Joan of Arc's French army, or Genghis Khan, or Japanese shogun, and you'll take a turn, then the computer will take a turn, and that eats up so many hours. So next I'm going to be turning to fantasy, I think. Well, I'll not be doing so much writing with NaNoWriMo, although I'll be easygoing Camp NaNoWriMo. I'm going to be reading mostly fantasy, I would say. This is The Mankind Witch by Dave Freer. I quite like that cover. And I'll be reading The Reluctant Swordsman by Dave Duncan. And also as a companion book, I will be reading Death World 2 by Harry Harrison. Originally I wanted to read The Sixth Extinction, which is a non-fiction book. I'm not sure of the author. I saw somebody doing it on the top 10 non-fiction tag. Can't remember, damn it. But since I don't have my hands on that, I will be reading Death World by Harry Harrison. So I don't know any other reading challenges, but we'll see what the year will bring. Thanks for March Mr. Madness, everybody who took part, everybody who created the prompts and the read-alongs. Yeah, I think that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.